welcome to King's Creatures Animal Training. I'm Laura King and this is my dog Cora. We're here to help you train your dogs and cats to be therapy animals and adventure pets. Specifically this month, we're focusing on helping you train your dogs and cats to enjoy the adventure that is Halloween. This is actually usually a pretty stressful time for our pets. There's a lot going on, and especially on the day of Halloween. We have doorbells ringing for hours on end, spooky costumes that we've never seen people wear before, and even all those super cool inflatable and animatronic lawn decorations that you might like to walk by can be pretty spooky to your pet. Today we're going to talk about how relaxation drills can help you as you prepare in the lead up to Halloween, and why doing relaxation drills on Halloween might not necessarily be the best idea. So let's get started. First of all, right now what I'm going to do is mark and reward my dog because look how calm she is, how relaxed she is. Good. So I mark and I give her a treat. There we go. Good job, Cora. We want to tell her that we like it when she's calm and relaxed. And that's really what our relaxation drills are all about. We want to make sure that our pets know how to be calm and relaxed on their own. Cora does know the command place, but she's not in place right now. We're just hanging out in my office and she knows that this is a cozy place to be. She put herself there, she curled up, she had her head down before we gave her that treat. She was calm and relaxed. And that's the sort of behavior we'd love to see from her on Halloween, right? So in these next few weeks, or really we just have about a week and a half left until Halloween, we want to make sure we're marking and rewarding for calm so our pets know that's the behavior we're seeking, and they start to offer it more often, and hopefully we'll even see that on Halloween. Our relaxation drills help them to offer it more often. Basically, think about a relaxation drill like doggy or kitty meditation. The more that you do it, the faster they get at reaching that calm state, and the better ability they have to do that when there's a lot of distractions going on. But of course, when we start out, we always start out in the lowest possible level of distraction, with very limited distractions so that our pet can be successful. We don't want to set them up to fail. So if you are watching this video the week of Halloween and you're like, yeah, I think I'll try to calm down on Halloween, it's not going to be very successful. You may be in for a very long drill. Instead, we want to make sure that we start out, again, at a calm time of day, in the lowest level of distraction. If you have kids, that might mean when they're at school. If you have a spouse that's going to be coming home from work, you probably don't want to do it right at that moment. You want to do it at a calmer time. A time when your pet is usually calm, like you can see Cora here. Is she totally relaxed? No, because now she knows I have food. But she's pretty chill over there. This is a good time to work on relaxation. Let that head go down. If she was really amped up, panting, pacing, barking out the window, whatever that might be, we don't want to start a relaxation practice then. But once we start a relaxation practice, we'll start to notice that when our pets are amped up, like they may get on Halloween with all the doorbell ringing, or they may get when they see a dog out the window, you'll start to see them calm down faster. And that's why we do relaxation drills. So for the calm down, you're going to need your pet, you're going to need a leash, and you'll probably want something to do. So you might want to grab your phone, maybe a Kindle or a book, or cue up your favorite binge-worthy TV show, whatever you like. Come here, Cora Bean. We're going to leash Cora up, and then we'll get started. Okay, we're going to talk through the calm down, but I'm not going to do a full calm down unless Cora just absolutely kills it, because it can take a while. So if you're going to practice the calm down with your pet before Halloween, you may want to practice it this weekend, or if you have an afternoon off this week, so that you have time to really make sure it works out well and that you complete the drill. You don't want to start the drill without the time to finish it. Okay, Cora. So I'm just going to move her around a little bit so you guys can see what we're doing. For the calm down, you want to spend your time in the middle of a room in a space where your pet can't really reach anything they're not supposed to reach. So you wouldn't want to be right next to the couch where your pet can hop up on the couch. You don't want to be right next to a toy or something that's going to distract them. In the middle of the room in an open space. You're going to hold your leash. Your pet's going to be clipped to the leash, and you're going to put your feet on the leash. You can see Cora thought about laying down for a second there just when I put my foot on the leash because she's familiar with this drill. We're not making her lay down. She has plenty of leash here. I'm not pinning her to the ground. She should have just enough leash to stand up or to lay down if she chooses. My other hand, I got my nice thumb lock on. I'm just holding the leash in case she really does try to take off on me. Less of an issue with my 20-pound dog, more of an issue if you have a bigger dog. And now we're gonna wait for Cora to be totally relaxed. And this is what can take a long time, especially if you've never done this drill with your pet before. You're not giving them feedback. If you've always given your pets commands, you're always micromanaging their behavior and telling them what to do next, this is going to be hard for them because they're going to be looking at you and saying, hey, what's going on? Why aren't you talking to me? What am I supposed to do right now? Cora, you can see, has done drills like this many times. She's a therapy dog. She often just has to hang out and be chill at my side. So she's settling into it down. That was actually, it took her a little longer than normal because again, I think she's excited that I have treats in my pocket. We want to look for a totally relaxed body from your pet, which Cora's pretty much offering us here, although her eyes are still moving a little bit. Tail shouldn't be moving. We might even see her hip kicked out to the side if she's really calm. Her head is down. Her nose, eyes, and ears should all be still. If the ears are moving, trying to listen to everything, or the eyes are looking around, we know that they're not totally calm. We're trying to see inside their brain, but we can't, so we have to go off of that outer body language. So we're looking for a totally relaxed pet. And once you see them reach that state, if you've got your phone on you, you can start a timer and just time how, maybe you've been started at the beginning of the drill, you timed how long it took them to get to this relaxed state, and then time how long they're in this relaxed state. Something's going to happen to get them out of it. Maybe I grab a treat out of my pocket and Cora notices that. Maybe I look down at her and she notices me looking at her and starts to wag her tail. Whatever it is that causes them to break. Maybe the mail gets delivered and her head pops up because she can hear that mailman out there. You name it, something's going to distract her. And we're going to wait for her to be totally calm a second time. And again, if you're timing this, it just helps you to see the progress your pet is making. Once she's totally calm a second time, what you're going to do is just gently set your leash down. And if their head pops up, then that's fine. The drill's over. You're just going to walk away. And what might happen is what you're seeing right here with Cora. Your pet just stays there. They're calm and relaxed. They have no need to get up and move around. They're happy. If they do stay there, that's an opportunity that you could get out a treat and say, good, mark and reward, because they chose to stay calm even though the drill is over. You've dropped the leash, you walked away. We can mark and reward that. But during the drill, we're not giving them any feedback. We're helping our pets to independently calm themselves down. Like I said, we want to start in a very low level of distraction and slowly increase the level of distraction once your pet's rocking it. So if you time this drill, you should see those times get shorter and shorter. Like Cora here has gone from excited to totally relaxed. She popped her head up when I dropped the leash and is again totally calm. That would have really been a full calm down cycle if I was still holding the leash. That didn't take us very long. Cora's done this a lot. Now she's ready for me to add in distractions. But we only want to add in one distraction at a time. Maybe we practice in a different room. Maybe we have another person or pet around us while we're working on it. Whatever that might be, you slowly add in distractions. Maybe a toy on the floor, a bed that's out of reach, and you slowly increase it, adding one more distraction each time your pet has shown that they're a pro. Once they're settling in really quickly, getting calm really quickly, the drill's not taking very long, you can make it harder. And that's why we're probably not going to do this on Halloween, because we're adding a bunch of distractions at once. You might be wearing a costume that your pet hasn't seen very much. They might be wearing a costume. You might have a bunch of trick-or-treaters coming here, the doorbell ringing on and off again, or knocking, whatever it is that revs up your pet. And trying to do the calm down on that night might result in a very, very, very long drill where you're standing on the leash for hours, your pet's never reaching total relaxation, you're staying up past midnight as they recuperate from that big stressful trick-or-treating time, and everybody's getting frustrated. We don't want to set them up to fail or set yourself up for an extreme level of frustration. So let's skip the calm down on Halloween or during trick-or-treat time unless your pet is a super duper pro at it and you want to throw a little challenge at them. But if we practice the calm down leading up to Halloween, we're going to see our pets, when they do get excited, calming back down more quickly. Those highs and lows start to even out a little bit, or at least when they get excited, they get back to calm a lot faster instead of staying up here at that excited level the whole evening of Halloween. That's why we practice relaxation drills all of the time, because it helps our pets recover whenever they're faced with a big distraction that you haven't trained for, they weren't prepared for, they're very startled by, whatever it might be. These relaxation drills help them to stay calmer in general and to get to calm faster if they have gotten overly excited about something. But the calm down is one that we practice when we have lots of time. We want to make sure we have time to totally complete the drill and not have to tap out halfway through. So Halloween may not be the night for it. Okay, Cora. What it could be a good night for is sitting on the leash, because for that we just set a timer. We know exactly how long the drill is going to take because we only do it for a set amount of time. For sitting on the leash, you're going to need, again, your pet, a leash, and this time you're going to need a chair. A chair like this is ideal, one that, like a dining room chair, one with legs, not wheels, because you don't want your pet to take you for a ride, and one that your pet can get next to. If you're sitting in the middle of the couch, that's going to be a harder sitting on the leash drill than when your pet can sit next to you. So we're going to grab our leash again. Come on, Corby. She just wants to nap on her bed today. She's tired. And we're going to, come on over. Get her a little closer. We want to have just enough leash, once again, for her to stand up or lay down. And there can even be a little bit of tension when she lays down, just the slightest bit. We don't want it to be really uncomfortable, but just a little bit of tension. Because what we're doing with this drill is we're once again teaching our pets to be calm, teaching them to not need feedback from us. You can see how much she would love attention right now. We're just going to ignore that and let her calm down on her own. And sitting on the leash, having a nice short leash, can even help your pet to learn to be calm when they feel the leash shorten up. Think about Halloween night. If you have your pet dragging the leash, which I highly recommend if you're passing out candy to trick-or-treaters, letting your pet drag the leash will help you to grab that leash and intervene if they do start showing naughty behaviors, or if, God forbid, they try to dart out the door, we can step on the leash and keep them safe from running away. Or maybe even you're out on a walk. Maybe you're trick-or-treating with your family on Halloween, out and about with your pet. If you shorten up that leash, it's probably because you're passing closely to another family or maybe even another pet, and you want to make sure that you've got control over your pet. We want them to learn that when they feel that leash tighten up or shorten up, that this is a time to calm down and be chill at our side. If we've never practiced that, if we've never had a short leash, we've never worked with them being calm when the leash is short, it can actually rev them up because they feel trapped or frustrated. They're not sure what to do next to get out of this situation, and it can just amp them up, be another distraction on top of other distractions, and be a trigger for reactive behavior or overexcited behavior, whatever it is. So here you can see Cora's laying down. There's a slight bit of tension on the leash, but very, very slight. And she's learned that this is a time to be calm. When you feel a short leash, it's a time to hang out and just be relaxed. When we do the sitting on the leash drill, we sit on that leash for 30 minutes or more. You pick the time, but have it be at least 30 minutes. So again, if you're gonna practice this one on Halloween, if you're in charge of passing out the candy, you have to stand up and hand out the candy. Probably not the best time to do it, but if you have more than one person at home, you could sit on the leash while someone else passes out the candy. That could work just fine. Or just set the 30-minute timer before trick-or-treating time begins to get a little relaxation drill in before all of the excitement of the big holiday. Once you've practiced this drill over and over again, we are again encouraging our pets to remain nice and calm when they're on a short leash, when we're sitting still. It's very beneficial for them, and we're not giving them feedback, right? We just set the timer for 30 minutes, we have the short leash, and we let our pets sort it out. We're not giving them direction because we want them to be able to calm themselves down. Because if I am busy passing out candy on Halloween, I might not be able to help my pet calm down in that moment. So if they have the ability to calm themselves down, that is ideal. And it's not just for Halloween, right? We're practicing these relaxation drills and talking about how they apply to Halloween, but really relaxation drills help us throughout life, helps our pets to be able to calm themselves down, especially in those moments where we might not be able to give them clear direction, or during the day when we just want to be able to not have to closely manage everything our pet is doing. We want them to be able to make good choices on their own. The more we practice relaxation drills, the more likely they are to make the good choice of just hanging out, chilling out with you, and being nice and calm until it's time to do something high excitement like play fetch or flirt pull or go on a walk, right? We don't need them to be that excited all of the time. We want them to be calm most of the time throughout the day. It's also healthy for our pets. If they're living their lives stressed out, overexcited, really happy and amped up and panting, or scared, stressed, amped up and panting all of the time, that's a lot of work for their heart and everything else. So the calmer they are, the healthier they're going to be as well. So practicing these relaxation drills can help you to prepare your pet for Halloween. It's not going to be beneficial necessarily if you start on Halloween, so make sure you're practicing relaxation drills throughout this week and the next until trick-or-treating time has arrived, so that your pet is ready to calm themselves back down as quickly as possible. If you start these drills now, you'll certainly see improvement by the other holidays that we have coming up, like Thanksgiving and Christmas, and next year's Halloween is going to be a whole different ballgame. You're going to have a pet that is calm, confident, and collected because you've been working at relaxation drills for an entire year, and they definitely know how to calm themselves down or to stay calm even around big levels of distraction. You hear me talk about relaxation drills and being calm all the time here at King's Creatures, and that's because this is a foundational skill that will help our pets accomplish just about every other behavior. If they're starting from a calm, cool, confident headspace, they're going to do a lot better at learning new behaviors and implementing the behaviors they already know because they're not so amped up that they forget all of the rules. So we want to make sure that we're practicing relaxation drills with our pets all year long, but especially as we lead up to big distraction moments. Halloween is one of them, but maybe you know about one that you have coming up for your own pet. Maybe you're hosting a birthday party at your house, you're getting ready to take your pet out on their very first therapy animal visit or their very first camping trip, and you want them to be on their best behavior. Practicing your relaxation drills every single day leading up to those big events will help your pet to start from a calmer place and be more successful overall. Thanks so much for tuning in to today's Training Tip Tuesday. We've got some big changes coming up here at King's Creatures as I prepare to return from maternity leave. In fact, that's going to start out next week with our training tips moving from Tuesday to Mondays. So keep an eye out for those updates. You'll also be getting an email this Friday if you are on the King's Creatures email newsletter list. So make sure you've signed up for emails. If you haven't already, I have the link in the description of this video. We'll keep you posted so you know exactly when I'll be back for one-on-one private sessions in person or via Zoom, and when our Training Tip Tuesdays are going to move to Mondays. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.